Hello, this is Brenda Green, and I'd like to welcome you to Living in the Go. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, this will be a great time to do it. We're doing some wonderful things here on my channel in my community. We're helping people understand about their finances. So these are certainly things that you want to get engaged with. If you have knowledge that you want to share about financial literacy, please share that with me. And again, I'm sharing that with the community. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about money facts, because a lot of things that happen with our money we aren't really sure about, we don't really understand. And so a few key facts could help you in the long run. The first thing I want to talk about is the fact that we don't have money saved. And I'm not talking about for huge, big things, but for emergencies that might come up. So let's say that you want to make sure that if a car situation happened where you need a new tire because you had a flat tire or whatever, you would have the money for that. And statistics say that 61% of Americans don't even have $1,000 for an emergency. That's huge. Also, if you look at the fact that I think the number is even less for people, I think it's 17% of Americans don't even have $400. So this is scary stuff because emergencies happen all the time. You don't want to have to use a credit card. You don't want to have to call a friend and kind of be a little bit embarrassed because you need money from them or a family member. So that's one thing to start working on, getting your emergency fund in order. The other thing I was talking about recently with a friend was that people go and get huge amounts of debt to go to college. Now, mind you, I'm a proponent of being educated, but to do it in a smart way. Did you know that 27% of the people who get degrees in particular areas don't even get a job in that area? So they get all this huge debt and then they can't pay it back and they're not even working in that field. So that's one component of it, making sure that you are being really economical with your money that you spend for the loans, not spending a lot, and getting a degree that's going to pay you. That's so important. The other thing I was thinking about was the fact that people look at millionaires and they think, oh, the money was handed down to them. They got it from their relatives. That's not the case. Most millionaires are first generation in terms of how they got their money. And believe it or not, most people don't become millionaires until they're in their late 40s or 50s. So it's not just a fly by night kind of thing. People have to really work for it and build it. And that's the wealth that they pass down. And certainly when you're doing that as a family, as a couple, you get better results. I also looked at a recent statistic where it said that retirees, and that's the average of everybody in this country, they retire with $172,000. So you figure 40 years of working, a lifetime of working, and that's the average. So there are certainly people who are on the low end. I know people who don't even have $20,000 saved for their retirement, and they're in their 60s. So that's kind of scary stuff. Another thing I thought about was that the dollar that we have, because in our community for Black people, we spend a lot of money. Unfortunately, we don't spend it necessarily in our community. A dollar in the Black community only circulates for 6 hours. Poof, it's gone. Other communities, they keep it much longer. It's in their community for days or weeks. So that's something to consider when you're spending your dollars. Where are you spending them? How are you spending them? Another fact that I found out recently was that 18% of people who make a good salary are living paycheck to paycheck. Again, that goes into that statistic of not having enough money saved for an emergency. So those things are happening. And again, if you're not aware of your money, if you're not figuring out how you should spend your money, what you should do with it, where it should be allocated, then you can make all kind of money mistakes. So these are a few facts that I was thinking about recently and I wanted to share with you all. So hopefully this was helpful. If you liked it, hit the like button. I want that feedback from you. Share it with your friends. And again, if you haven't subscribed, do it now. Thank you so much and have a great day.